Hello, footies, and welcome back to FUT in Review. It is February 4th, and we are recording Season 4, Episode 58, making it the grand total of 379 episodes. And remember, we're now live on Twitch every single night. You can see our visual show every other day on YouTube, of course. And you can find us, of course, on all audio platforms as you could have been doing before. Remember, the show is now officially called FUT in Review, powered by FUT Coaching. So if you want to get better at FIFA, then visit futcoaching.com, get some coaching going, and join us there. Talking about joining, I want to say hi to, of course, all the Patreons that decided to support us. And, of course, a special shout-out goes out to Amar and Reese for being Skybox owners and helping us out tremendously, keeping this show going. My name is John, also known as FUT Coaching, and today we'll be talking about Future Stars, a new format in Rivals, and of course, what are we going to do this weekend in FUT? And joining me today are the legends. Let's start with introducing the first legend. He's all the way from the north. He's Mr. FUT Database. He's also the Predictor King, which means he predicted the most matches in real life football in our community on the past month. It is none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself. It's Ingve.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. How are you doing? You're looking great, mate.
Thank you. I'm quite tired actually. It's been a very busy week, so but of course it helped getting the good news that I won the prediction league, which was quite surprising. It was a very close race, so kind of felt a little bit lucky on the last round, but really happy to win. I usually never win those, so yeah, it's good times.
Yeah, so
Very fun.
I'm really happy to win that. So that's a competition we are always running with our patrons on our community, right? Where you have to predict the marquee matchups and the real life results of those matches. And the last couple of months, I've been doing really well, but for some reason this season, I think I ended up lost, which was, well, frustrating. And so it's not that I don't think you deserve that new merchandise, which we'll be sending. And of course, I'm not sending it to myself, but I expected me to be a little bit up high there. But hey, alas, there we are. Also, joining us, Ingve, is the man who always is known from some connectivity issues, which makes it looks like he's morphing away when you look at the visual stream, but he is definitely there. I can definitely see a stream and I can hear him breathing already. It's none other than our own FUT in Review Teddy Bear, making his live debut on Twitch. And, well, if the camera is back online, everyone can see him as well. It is none other than Mr. Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hi, John. How are you, Ingve? Actually, John, I'm just wondering where your beard is, because seems to be the beard episode. The two of us have got beards, and you're missing out, mate. So you just need to grow one, I think.
Yeah, I've been trying for the last 36 years now. And this is what it is, though.
You doing well, my friend?
Thank you for reminding me of that, by the way. So Ingve is always like, I need to shave my beard before we go on air. I'm like, I don't really know. I'm fine. That's it. Let's hope the camera jump on better soon, Chris. But it's good to have you on the live show as well. Your debut this week. Normally you're on the show 3 times a week, and it took us a week to get you on now.
I am in hiding after Wednesday's result. It was such a bad result. I've actually the first time I've come out for Under the Covers, so you're lucky to have me on.
Yes, and then we had the terrible result with with the Rangers in the 96th minute the weekend before.
Oh, mate, that was even worse. It's been a horrendous week. I hate football.
So, I don't usually watch Scottish football, right? But I was invited, thanks to you as well, Chris, to the Football Daft podcast, a podcast from Scotland. Really fun guys. And they always talk football, right? And I didn't quite know if I would be there on the whole show or just a section. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to watch Scottish football this weekend. Makes it probably a bit easier to talk, but I didn't know it actually took 96 minutes for something to happen in these matches.
Oh, mate, being a former goalkeeper, you must have been disgusted with Al McGregor's performance after seeing what happened with that.
It was quite horrific. I feel for Giovanni from Bronckhorst.
Yeah, it seems to. I mean, I know people come on here for FUT. Actually, a very quick question: is he a defensive coach? Because he seems to be playing very defensive at the moment.
I don't really think so, but I think it's like me. Like if you don't have the defense in shape, then it doesn't matter how good football you actually play. And I'm
Hmm.
quite honestly, I think Rangers doesn't have the team to play very attacking football and leave the defense be currently.
It's a sad one, mate. It's a sad one.
What it is, what it
Uh,
is.
yeah.
Also, do you know what it is? It is time for Future Stars, Ingve, which means we got a lot of content. And before we start, I have to say that it took me 458 upgrade packs, 1.7 million coins, but I finally packed the team of the year before the deadline struck. I got a Marquinhos. And although I know you can buy him for 1.2 or something like that, I'm still happy. It's team of the year done for me. I'm happy and relieved. Ingve, you have a full squad full of team of the years now. Was Future Star something you were looking forward to now?
I don't have many future. I don't have. Sorry, I don't have many team of. But yeah, usually future stars are really fun, and I really look forward to it. And I was this year as well. But then all the leaks happened, and it kind of killed the buzz before it got started because I knew pretty much what was coming. So I need to try, I think, to just block all the leaks before a new promo with on all socials to be able to kind of keep the buzz going. If not, it's like, oh, okay, there you are. I knew you were coming, so that's a little bit sad. And there's a player that I was hoping was gonna be in the Future Stars team, which isn't, which is also made a little bit disappointed because I was pretty sure we would see him. So because he plays for Liverpool, of course. So
Yeah,
that's
I
that.
got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
I don't know why, but I managed to keep all those leaks gone. Maybe it's because I don't know hashtag leaks and stuff. I got it all on mute, but I tend to be able to go in there for so. As we are recording this, because we are also recording rather early after release, right? I haven't seen anything yet, so my reactions, which we just open up the team soon, is going to be a live react. First time I actually managed to do it.
that's nice. Probably the best thing to do, actually.
So I'm looking forward to it. Are you ready to talk some content? But I've probably got some objectives, milestones, SPCs, and of course that team. So we got a lot to do in the next 40 minutes.
Yeah, I should probably get starting to so we can quickly go through these. We got the David De Gea Player of the Month SPC early. That's an 87 rated card and it's very cheap, costs around 40k to do. So that's of course a strong link to the flashback Varane that's running around in many teams. So I think that's a good value, easy to
Yes.
do.
I think when a goalkeeper SBC hits, usually I'm like, you know what, leave that be. That's really not worth it. Um, but after seeing this for 1 second, I was, oh wait, actually looking at it and the link with Varane, who everyone seems to be running now. This might be something actually worth doing.
Yeah, I thought so too. And then when I had done the SPC, I realized that I already have the Hero Dudek, which also gives us a strong link to to Varane, of course. But of course, he's not Spanish, so with the De Gea card, you can link to Spanish center backs as well, which is very nice, of course, if you want to do some cool hybrid teams.
Yes. The card itself, though, anything interesting about it?
It's a good card. Dynamic is cool. If you're gonna put a finger on anything, and maybe it's the kicking, or the rest of the card is fine. I think I haven't tried him, so I don't know how well he plays in game. But I've used the non-inform card in the beginning, and it's quite okay at the moment. So, but I hear mixed stuff though, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's probably with all goalkeepers these days, right?
Yeah, it's for some it's gonna be insane, and for others not gonna be good at all. So just have to try and see if he works. If he works well, keep him. If not, then of course you have a 87 rated fodder with very good links as well. So I think it's good thing to do anyways if you have some duplicates.
Well priced at least.
Yeah, it's a nice price. I think it's very fairly priced.
Do Rangers still need a goalkeeper in the squad, Chris?
We've got two goalkeepers, but we keep playing the wrong one. And that's a bit unfair, Al McGregor. He's a club legend, but he's pushing 40 or he's hit 40 at the moment, so I think he's struggling a wee bit. I think he's starting to show his age. I mean, this is a good, cheap SBC for fodder, isn't it? If you've got fodder, you stick him in and play him, and if he's any good, he's great. I think keepers are a funny one. I've heard people complain about the nominee Mendy, which I actually quite like. But I think if a goalkeeper saves, does a world-class save, he's a great goalkeeper, and if he lets one in, then he's absolutely rubbish. So I think you just take your chance and pick your poison, to be honest with you.
At least for 40k, it's maybe worth it to try.
Yeah, I think there'll be people. I don't know if people have been hoarding any packs at all. They've probably tried to do the last-minute team of the year, wouldn't they, before they went out of packs? So, but that'd be good. I think fairly decent and well priced. I think as well, 87.
Thanks as well. Ingve, I got 7 gold cards left. You?
Well, I have more than that at least. I have lots of 82s and 83s, so I did the hair and still have fodder left. Low rated though. I don't have that many high rated cards left, but I'm building up more and more. But we'll see what I'll use the cards for in the end. Need to see something that's have to be a little bit tempting now and actually strengthen the team, because it would be a waste of just taking a card and doing the SPC quite expensive, and I'm not going to use it. So just sit in the club until I use it in SPC during team of the season. That would be a waste, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. What else do we got?
We got the player of the month from La Liga, which is Angel Correa, the Atletico Madrid striker from Argentina. And he's also fairly priced at around 80k. The card is quite cool. I was quite positive for a while checking the stats. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, high and medium work rates. And then I saw the composure, which is 79, and then I was like, no. Why?
Yeah.
Because
he's got a cool dynamic image, though.
Sorry, John. He has... Yeah, sorry, John.
Sorry, I was saying he's got a cool dynamic image, so that's a plus.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like the kit, though. That's really cool. I hope we see it in Ultimate Team soon. But he already has the Ice and Fire cards, which are quite similar as well, with a little bit better composure as well. So it's not a huge upgrade. So if you have the untradeable of the Fire or Ice card, then I don't think I would do the SPC. If he had high composure, I would have done it, because he can play striker and he can play wide. But I remember I've used the Ice card, I think it was, and seemed really good, but then missed a lot of chances because the composure wasn't good enough. For me, at least.
Question though, you might have done it if you had great composure, but I've been looking this week, right, how many opponents I face and running La Liga's players.
None.
I think I saw 5 Benzemas and 1 Militao. That's it. And I think in 100 matches or something. La Liga is the most underplayed, I think, league in the game, isn't it? Or am I missing someone?
No, probably no.
Maybe just Vinicius Junior, really, isn't it? That's the only other card I think you'll see potentially, because he's Brazilian and he's quite good on that left-hand side. But I think they've kind of lost most of their stars, haven't they? Benzema's probably the big one. You know, you'll see Casemiro. He's always got a high-rated card, but he turns like a truck. Militao, I think, is the only other really one that you get. You know, Ramos is left, Messi's left, hasn't he? So you know that's kind of took the shine off that league, and I think Barcelona are struggling.
Serie A as well, right? But in Serie A, at least the player of the month cards and stuff like we had last week are relatively cheap as well. This isn't a cheap card, so I don't know who would do this card, anyways.
It's 80,000 coins, so it's not horrible. But of course, he links to the flashback card if you have that, of course. So the Argentina links are nice, but the composure.
So does the Maria, and nobody's using that one.
Messi.
If you've got the Messi card and you've got Discardi, then you could potentially do it. You know.
Yeah.
That poor guy. He didn't do anything wrong. Well, in FUT.
Right, in foot, maybe. In foot, yeah. Don't leave him with your girlfriend, but allegedly. But yeah, he's now called Discardy on the Discord.
Oh man.
If
Let's
he
get
wants
it.
to join, it's less than $1 a week. I'm sure he can afford that, or he wants to be a Skybox holder. He'll get a mention. If you happen to be listening, Mario, you're welcome to join.
Can someone tag him and see if we can get him on the show next time? Maybe
That would be
see if we
awesome.
dare to call him Discordy when he's actually on.
Well, at least he can get a nickname before 3 shows. At least he's got a nickname right at the very start, hasn't he?
Yeah,
So he
he's
has to
going.
join us 3 times before we can change the nickname. Yeah. No pressure.
All right. I think a decent card, but not really worth it, quite honestly. Right?
Correct.
Go on, my friend.
We got a kit, a Sano something set. Kit looks really nice. Not expensive to do either. So if you like the kit collection of FUT 22 to grow, then of course you would do this. I might do this actually because the kit looks nice, so I'm probably going to use it a few matches as well.
Can't even find it.
It shows very nicely in if you're in the game.
Apologies, Ingve, but what is Zano? If you know, what does it represent? Do you know?
Nope.
Something
I
Italian.
That could be Italian, yeah. But I'm sorry, Zano, if you want to come join us on
Yeah,
our
just
podcast.
everyone come join the show. So
Yeah.
everyone who we're actually insulting today, come join us, so we can make up for that, right?
Really sorry.
Apologies to Zano's mum if she happens to listen. But
Yeah.
she's welcome to join as well. So
Anyone else who want to insult before we continue this show?
No, I think we're good.
No, but it does says Italian influence, so I think it's something to do from Italy.
Yeah, it could be some
I've
probably.
actually, well, here's a joke for Zano then. What do you call 4 Italians in quicksand?
No clue.
Quattro cinco. So Zano, you're welcome to join. You'll get more Italian jokes.
Yep.
I swear, we can now see Chris. I think he doesn't even have a book. He all makes these jokes up now.
You know, we could have an Italian. Actually, could have an Italian podcast with Danny Boy and Zano on.
That's awesome.
All right, but you're gonna do a Ingve. Unfortunately, the app still, the web app, when there's more than one section in SBC, I can't show the player nor the kit, so I can't show the kit to people.
You can see it on the companion app at least. If you go to the go inside one of the SBCs, then you see what the reward is, and it shows the kit. At least it did.
All right. So if everyone watching us can still show the kit. There you go. It's a beautiful kit.
Yeah, it looks cool. I don't know about the shorts, but the top looks nice. So
That's the thing, though. Do you think they should actually see the shorts there?
yeah, they do it on the store for the things you can actually buy from the store. Then you can go and preview the whole kit, so you see both the goalkeeper and the kit for the players. So which is nice thing, I think. So it's like you need to see the complete package before you decide to spend on those kits, in my opinion.
Exactly. I agree. I definitely agree. Oh well, next time.
Yeah, next time. On to the next. We have a Future Stars Challenge 1, which will give you a rare gold pack, and you will get a token as well for the Future Stars. So that's kind of important, I guess. It costs around 4K to do, so it's very cheap. So easy way to get another token for Future Stars swaps. That will be live on Monday, I think, the 7th. Monday, I think, Monday or Tuesday, and then you can start redeem new tokens if you want to. Which
Yeah.
is nice.
Probably people should do it, I guess. I always keep forgetting about these tokens. Apparently, there was one in the marquee matchup. They just hide these cards everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like looking for Easter eggs, right? Clicking every SBC thing you can open and see every objective, hopefully to find one.
Yep.
I find it very confusing, quite honestly. And I do
if-
think it's very smart from EA because they can just like, hey, we need to make sure that everyone who just drained their club still spent on a lone Maldini. So he also has the token. So, hey, you know what? Let's do that. Yeah, good one.
But if John, if people join our Discord, we have this own channel with objectives and stuff, and we post pretty much every day where you can find the token, so it'll be easy to keep track what you got, what you need, and how you're doing. So that's also a good reason to join our Discord.
That's very true. Thank you so much for that plug. I made a note for myself. Look in your own Discord more often.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And last we got another player SBC. People probably remember that we had this Scout Future Star Scout vote 2 days. People voted first Brazilian and striker, and we now have the SBC winner for that, and it's called the Talent Scout winner, and the winner was Mr.
Gabo,
Cabral, Arthur Cabral, the striker, playing for Fiorentina now. He came from Basel in Switzerland. He is 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, high medium work rates, high and stocky body type. He is 6'1". He has even better composure than Angel Correa because he has 84 composure. So this is a strong player. The SBC costs around 75k to do.
what's his strength?
His strength?
Yeah.
95.
95 and
Oh, holy.
82 aggression, so 96 jumping, 96 heading accuracy, 90 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, 92 positioning, 90 finishing, 88 shot power, 91 agility, 87 balance, 90 reaction, 87 ball control, 85 dribbling, 84 composure, 92 short passing, 82 long passing, 85 vision. So he's a very well-rounded card. Doesn't have 4-star skill moves. That's probably the bad thing about this card, I guess.
Interesting card though. It's like
Yeah.
you don't see the strikers, which are very huge, also being fast. This one is
Yeah.
fast. Work rates are fine. Very strong. It must also almost look funny having such a tall guy run that fast.
High and stocky body type is like a
It's like Zlatan.
it's Tolak in Fenwa running around there.
Yeah.
And very strong. It's an interesting card though. I could fit him, not because Serie A, because of the Brazilian links. With Neymar and
use the
Paqueta. I'm like,
target man and cross, and you score headers for fun.
Yeah, you put a hunter on him, he goes to a 94 rated striker. 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, and 99 finishing and positioning. I mean, I think the only thing that worries me is why every Brazilian seems to be called Arthur these days. It's a very strange, an old-fashioned English name that to be called that. But yeah, I think you've got to pretty much rock a Serie A side. And I think when we go to actually the Future Stars release, there's probably one striker you might want to partner up with him. You know, if you're playing two up top as well.
Yeah.
really interesting card. I didn't notice him. Like, this is why those live reactions when you didn't get spoiled are fun, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
But 170,000 on PlayStation, 175 on Xbox. Does that seem expensive?
Yeah, probably a little bit, but still not too bad. Wish he was maybe a little bit higher. If he had 4-star skill moves as well, I would think fair price.
I mean, from my point of view, Ingve, I'm not really a skiller. So if you're not really a skill-based person, does this extra star make a difference, or is it just the fact that 5-star skillers seem to be able to manipulate the ball better in game? I don't know if you feel that's the case.
Yeah, that's true. The 4-star skills have a few nice skills with the scoop turns that goes a little bit quicker, and you can do the McGeady spins, which I use sometimes as well. That could help you out of tight positions. So that's nice to have for a striker, but of course it's not a must. But if you use a target man, then as long as you have a little bit quicker, more skillful player next to him, you don't really need the 4-star skills on the partner there.
it's a little bit shame of the cost, right? Because Talking Foot says in chat as well, he is a bit expensive. But get this card in as a sub, right? With these main stats on this height. Like if you've been trying with 5-star skillers all match and get a goal in, doesn't work. And you need to get that single goal in by throwing on long balls. You throw this guy in, he can run, he's very strong, he can head, he can jump, can bully people around who are low on stamina by that point. would good if you talk about super shopping, you don't know, I don't really like that word, right? But this could be one of those where I'm like, actually, if only it was like a 120 or something around that, I would instantly do them. Now I'm a little bit in doubt because of the price, but on the other hand, there aren't many players with these kinds of options and this versatility which are available. Actually, I think Slatan
I
is the
think
only one, and that's I don't know 1 million plus.
the only thing I would say in
Possibly
that
two.
is if you're going to do that, then you're going to do Giroud, aren't you? I mean, he's almost half the price at
Way slower though.
84,000. Yeah, but if you're playing against, he's got what 93 jumping and 99 heading accuracy. If you're pushing a team back, you're going to be pushed that defence further back towards the goals. There's not a lot of space behind them, so you're going to go wide to whip the ball in. Me, I'd be looking at Giroud than this man here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
don't
I'm not.
know because Giroud has one option that throws the ball in and hope for it, while this
Mhm.
guy you can still send him for a run, which Giroud you can forget, right? And he says there's better subs of the market for way less. So maybe I'm wrong there though. But I think it's an interesting build.
I
Yeah,
think it's a good addition to Serie A. That's for sure.
yeah,
It's
I
going to
agree.
make that league quite interesting.
I agree.
Fair as well. Good start, I think, right?
Good. Yeah, I'm guessing we're gonna get more votes by this talent scout thing. They're gonna say we're gonna send a scout. Which country do you want to vote for? And then you get three options, and then a few days later saying, okay, you chose that country, and what position do you want us to look for? And then we vote for that, and then we get an SPC probably next Friday as well, at least.
Fair point.
Yep, which is fun, I think, if the players are cool.
It won't hurt, right? I think that's it. These plays are achievable compared to Team of the Years, anyways. So.
Yeah, of course. That's the cool thing about the future stars. There are lots of cool players get really nice boosts and skill moves and weak foot upgrades as well, and some get even work rate upgrades, which is nice. We're gonna talk about that when we discuss the team. So that's fun stuff. And of course, we got the objective player academy player that you can upgrade by doing objectives, which is very fun usually. So maybe I should talk about that player, if that's okay.
Definitely. Take it away.
Trevor Shaluba. Shaluba. Maybe we should get him on the pod as well for getting the
For
name pronounced
butchering
right.
his name, yeah.
Yeah. Shaloba. I think that sounds cool, at least. There's quite a lot of this. 10 sections now. I think that's more than we had before, actually. So you have to do one objective first, which is called Future Star. You score 4 goals using English player, and then you get the 79 rated CDM Shaloba. And of course, you get XP as well on the way by doing this. And then the journey starts. Learning in Lorient, you need to assist 6 using 79 rated Future Shaloba. You can do this in any mode, so you can do it on beginner, on squad battles, etc., versus a friend, or just, chill. You will get a 75 plus rated rare player, untradeable, of course, and 200 XP. And next, we have a promising start, score in 5 separate squad battle matches on minimum semi-pro difficulty or in rivals with 79 rated Shaloba in your starting squad to earn the 83 future Shaloba. And you get, of course, a 75 plus rated rare player and 200 XP. And this is an 83 rated center back. Still same work rates and skill moves and weak foot, but cool. And then we have defensive duty, assist using defenders in 4 separate squad battle matches on minimum semi-pro difficulty or in rivals with 83 rated Shaloba in your starting squad. And you get 200 XP and 2 rare gold players pack and tradable, of course. And we have now an objective called managing in midfield. Concede no more than 1 goal in 3 separate squad battle matches on minimum professional difficulty or in rivals with 83 Shaloba in your starting squad. And you get an 81 3 players pack with defenders untradeable and 200 XP. And then we have climbing the ranks. Score in 8 separate squad battle matches on minimum professional difficulty or in rivals with 83 rated Future Star Shaloba, the center back version, in your starting squad to earn the 85 overall Future Star Shaloba. You get the card and you get a token, Future Star swap token as well, and 200 XP. So if you want to keep collecting tokens, you need to do this. That's probably the most difficult ones, maybe,
Yeah,
of the
probably.
whole thing.
I agree.
But you don't have to actually score with the player. You just have to score with him in your starting squad. So I thought you actually had to score with him. So, but it seems like you don't have to. You just have to score in 8 matches with him in your starting squad, which is
Oh, yeah,
doable.
of course.
Yep.
It's just a long sitting, but that's doable.
Yeah. You can just start him as well in rivals if you want to do that, and just sub him out, or if it doesn't work well. So
That's also
easy.
true. And these days in rivals, you never know. People might just start rubber banding anyway. So
Anything can happen there. We got the next one. It's called Chelsea Club matches. Star Shaloba in your starting squad, so you need to redo your Premier League managerial masterpiece team, I guess, to fit him in. So that's could be a tricky one, but there's a lot of golden gold there, so it could be really easy as well. And of course, you get an 85 plus midfielder 3 players pack as well, and 200 XP, which is nice. And then we have Talented Trevor, assist 5 goals using 85 rated in the live for the masterpiece. And you will get 200 XP and a 2 rare gold players pack. And this 85 rated card is a CDM, by the way. And
he's horrible.
Starting to. Well, I've seen worse. So
this takes about 3 days to do, but the card itself, what do you think?
I like the dynamic.
Oh yeah, let's say 3 days to get a card for your dynamic image. Yeah.
I would say he kind of reminds me of Conte with bad work rates.
It kind of reminds me of Conte when he wasn't a good card still with bad work rates.
So these are being so harsh. Very sorry to Shalaba's mum out there. I'm sure she's distraught now. We're really upsetting everybody's mum, aren't we, at the moment?
I'm sorry. About 2 more sections to go. We have next one is Premier Proof. Score in 10 separate matches using Premier League players in the live foot friendly managerial masterpiece with 85 rated Shaloba in your starting squad, and you get 200 XP, and you get another untradeable 2 rare gold players pack. And the last is called Consistent Performer. Play 25 matches with Shaloba in your starting squad. You get 200 XP and you get 2 rare gold players pack as well. So you just need to play 25 matches with a Shaloba card in your team. If you have the silver one, you can start by using that as well, of course.
25 matches though.
Yeah, but you don't have. You can use any of the cards. So when you start it anyway, still go towards the 25. So it's not that horrible. But the kind of cool thing with this is that when you have completed, you get. But you will get a player pick, so you can choose between 2 versions: 88 rated center back version, the 88 rated CDM. So that's a little bit cool, I think. And still same work rates on the center back version: 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Word of note is that the CDM version now has 4-star weak foot at least. So that's a cool thing. Doesn't change his work rates though, but the CDM version looks quite nice, I think.
That's true.
If you ask me.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
And also, let me put it like this. And I'm going to ask if this card is good or not. But Ingve, is this card going to make your main squad?
Let me see. No.
Chris, this card going to make your main squad?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
I'm looking at the card, the 88 CDMs. I mean, let's be honest, it's going to be a fun ride to get to there, I think. It's always great. I love Future Stars. It's one of my favourite promos. It's far better than Team of the Year. Sorry to all the people who pack Team of the Year cards, but Team of the Year is either hit or bust. This one's great. It's great fun, something to grind. You look at total in-game stats. His total in-game stats is 2358. 91 Kante. The first in form is 2248. He's 6'4". Okay, I accept the fact he's medium. But I think you've got a very versatile card there. We're talking just before we come on air, Ingve and I, potentially you could move the Cancelo card if you have the Team of the Year card, switch Chalobah to your left back and play Cancelo in midfield. But I think this card that's 6'4" is going to be a really good defensive block in there.
You can,
well worth.
yeah, I agree, Chris. And you can also, if you put for example, an anchor on him and put him as a center back, he has 87 acceleration, 89 sprint speed, 87 agility, 89 balance, 87 reactions, 89 ball control, 87 dribbling, 85 composure, 91 interception, 87 heading accuracy, 87 defensive awareness, probably not the best, but he has 97 standing tackle, 97 sliding tackle, 86 aggression, 99 strength, 80 jumping, 90 short passing, 86 long passing, 84 vision. So you can play out the back with no problem with him as well. So
yeah, that's true. I might have misjudged this one if you now say it like this, but still, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely a lot of work. But I mean, if you were to go 3 at the back as well, so you start with your 4-4-2 or whatever, then you go switch to a 3. He could be, whatever side you want to put him on.
Absolutely.
Next to Varane, and then allow the likes of, if somebody's done Shaw or to say Cancelo, or if you've got, even if you've got Varane, you can Hakimi. Yeah, if you've got, or Klaus, people have done Klaus. I don't know how versatile 3 at the back is in game, but it gives you options, and I think for a free card, it's definitely worth doing. And I know that Nick in our Discord will be absolutely delighted. Another Chelsea player, which if you haven't done managerial masterpieces, potentially could probably pick up Sarr. Would I be right in saying that, Ingve, as well?
Yeah. I got the Sarr card already, so of course that's a strong link.
Chad is saying stop polishing this turd.
That's rude.
I think as well as we've got to be mindful as well, the fact is I think Curtis Jones' card came out, the Scouse Socrates last year. There was 2 cards you could choose from. The centre one, I think it was right midfield or left midfield or that. I think that card as well. And David James, I think they must love Chelsea. He came out at Future Stars last year as well.
I think we did Jones right, Ingve. We were playing Jones for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I look at this card, I'm actually like, okay, this is actually a pretty decent card. Gotta be honest. If you have any of the Team of the Year cards, they don't make this one is not going to go in there, right? But I do really like the fact that you can choose between a center defender and a center defensive midfielder. Although the center defensive midfielder is actually way better, so I would always pick that one, even if you want to use him on center defense, I guess.
Yeah.
But it is a free card. Although I think the word free is a little bit over. You don't pay coins for this one, but you do spend a whole lot of time doing it, right? You don't do this in one evening, I guess.
It's possible, but not for me, of course. But I'm pretty sure people have.
Sure, but if I start playing squad builds, I don't know about you guys.
Not we that have family, other obligations as well. But I can say one thing about the center back card before I forget. I was originally thinking of taking the center back card, but then I looked at the agility, balance, and composure, and decided against that because he's got 64 agility, 68 balance, and 72 composure. So
compared to 87 and 89,
yeah.
so always take the CDM.
Very, very, very sluggish, I think.
Always take the CDM, even if you want to play him at 7 on CB.
Correct.
Brilliant. Time's running out, though. We are running on the end of the show, and we still have the team to discuss about. Plus, there are rival changes. Which want to go first, Ingve?
I think you can do quickly the rival changes, and then we can discuss.
That's all right. That's all right. You can definitely do that. So
Switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So yesterday, when we woke up and we found out that unfortunately the Xbox version of the game was a bit broken and we couldn't access the objectives, there was something else. I opened up and started playing Rivals. I was like, hey, this looks different. Am I now already in rank 1 in Div 2? And why are there so many blocks between there? Why do I need to win more games than before? And it took me a while to actually realize. But later on in the day, EA communicated that with the start of FUT Season 4, we've made some changes to divisional rivals. Players will now need a minimum of 4 out of 8 wins to achieve the weekly reward and reward upgrades. So 4 or 8, and that was Ingve 3 or 7?
3 and 7 before, yeah, and 4 and 8 now.
Yeah, so you need to win at least one more to get those weekly rewards. And I think then okay, don't really mind that much. The reason, I don't know the reason why, and I just checked top bins and wasn't discussed in specifics, but we've been dealing with rubber banding in Rivals this week a lot, right? But people wanted to get the 90 matches going, and I think one of the reasons, but this is my estimation of it, one of the reasons why this is introduced is that if you play 8 a week and the season is 6 weeks, you have far less remote bending in the last week because everyone already sort of catched up for 1 week more, right? Because in all seriousness, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on FUT in Rivals this week was ridiculous. I think I played 13 matches. I already made the target, right? But we were working on formations and a setup for the new Eredivisie and stuff. And I think from 13 matches, I had 21 or 22 rubber banding opponents where just they either quit after 1 goal or, and that's silly because then I would also play, or they just kick over the bronze squad or the silver squad. They keep playing the ball, like just putting on left stick and don't do anything. Like, yeah, that's silly. That takes way too much time as well for the other party. And I think one of the reasons to up this to 4 and 8 might be to, at the end of the season, it will take a lot of those situations. At least I hope, and it's my estimation. But I've reached out if they can confirm that. Is this word for you? Does it matter for you guys, 4 or 8 wins? Like, let's say 7 or 8 wins. You used to do 7, now you need to win 8. Is it a big thing?
I don't think so. I think it's only 1 game. I think, and you could probably, if you play weekend league and you get that done quick, and then you play on a Sunday, you could maybe knock off most of your games anyway. Then you qualify for weekend league again on Monday. You've got 3 or 4 days with nothing to do. So yeah, I mean, it's a weird one. I think the fact that they've moved away the actual levels is a strange one. And I think if I'm right in saying that, Ingve, I think they've added extra dots between the anchor points, for want of a better word.
Yeah, that's of course the packs are better as well, which is nice. The rewards.
Yes, so that's the other thing. An extra stage has been introduced to reach the next division for Division 4, 3, 2, and 1. All divisions will now have only 1 rank. Intermediary ranks will be converted into checkpoints, acting as save points on the path towards the next division with no impact on reward. So we don't have a rank 3, 2, 1 anymore. Basically what they say is all those divisions get an extra rank, 4, 3, 2, 1, but we take the word rank away. We all put you in 1 rank, and we put the milestones in there as if they were the former ranks. Hence, you need to win more games to actually proceed in your division. It feels a little bit better than having the ranks. I think it does look like a big journey, but I think there's one thing which I really like about this, and that is the fact that but the big problem for me was that people were getting into elite division because they won, for example, 2 in a row and got a quit, right? So they jumped up. And if that happened, you sometimes found yourself after 3 or 4 weeks in a division where you actually couldn't get a match win anymore. And that's not your fault. It's also not bad that you're in, and it's also not unlucky, but it's definitely not fun for you being there when you can't win a match, right? And I think upping those levels, getting an extra tier in there might actually help people get into the respective level where they actually feel more comfortable being in, and it will make the grind a little bit more fun. So I'm all for these changes. I think it makes for a more equal playing field, more fairer playing field. And if they change the rewards, I'm all for it, right?
Yeah.
You on that one?
Oh, y'all agree with me? That hasn't happened today that anyone agreed, let alone 2 people at the same time. The other one is, of course, that some ranks have changed rewards. I haven't checked up on that, if I'm quite honest, because I'm definitely not playing Rivals for the rewards solely. So, quite honestly, I don't care at all. But it's good that they keep tuning that as well. But in my honest opinion, very good changes, very well communicated. Also tonight on the Top Bench show. The only thing is we get these communications at the end of Thursday, and then the start of Thursday we actually experience them, which is always a bit of a, hey, what's going on here? Watch this. And that leaves for half a day of rumors and speculation, right? That's something they maybe next time they should time more carefully. But overall, I really like the changes. That's all the rivals changes in 4.5 minutes. I did my best there, Ingve. Want to take care of the team?
You did a good job.
Thank
Very
you,
good
Mars.
job,
Thank you, my friend. So,
yeah, we got the team. There's lots of interest. Extinct, which is Joao Pedro playing for Watford. The striker looks like a solid card, but a max price of 130k, so that's probably why he's extinct. Lean body type and 6'0", so that's a fun card, I guess. But of course, the stars are Shomani, Bellingham, and I guess. And then, of course, they look really good. What I did like about this is that EA actually upgraded to skill for and
so he dropped off there, Ingve. They upgraded it?
they upgraded his skill moves and weak foot to 4-star, and they changed his work rates to high medium, which is really nice because his other cards have medium.
Yes, and I think this is one of the aspects which we were missing in Team of the Year, right? Could have made that Salah card on your some card.
Yep, they could. I don't know why they didn't, but
They listened to the
top 3 in
feedback.
the world, but they couldn't give him a 4-star week.
They listened
Shame, I
to the
think.
feedback. Also, we have to congratulate Egypt, right? Now we're
Yeah,
at
of
it.
course.
Yeah, Egypt.
Amar.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
good luck
Amar.
in the final, guys.
Definitely.
The Lawich card, of course, left-footed. Looks really 6'3", high average, and he got quite a good bump in composure as well. He's bumped 78, nice of course, and we help for Juventus as well now. So this is an upgrade to his newest transfer as well. And with 97 positioning, 97 finishing, 92 shot power, 90 jumping, 98 heading accuracy, 93 strength, 87 aggression, 92 agility, 90 balance, 93 reactions, 90 ball control, 89 dribbling, 88 composure is really nice on a striker, left-footed of course, but it reflects his price as well, I guess. But a great card, I think, for Serie A.
Yeah, you can actually see me jumping now, right? This is one heck of a card. I was like, hey, I know this name, right? Like, wasn't the guy Word we talking? He's Juve again. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I got 7 gold cards and 0 coins to spare. Yeah, there's that. Maybe end of the year, though. But hey, great card, though.
Yeah. And yeah, I think he needed a little bit of an upgrade. I didn't expect him to be this much upgraded, so that's a really cool thing, I think. We have the Shomani card, which has been really popular from his non-inform. I was in the beginning to his first inform, second inform, and now he has the 90 rated CM card, 4-star skill moves upgraded to 4-star now, high work rates, 6'2", high and average. It's a very well-rounded card, strong, quite fast, good passing, good shooting. Yeah, there's not much to fault this card really.
Where would you play him? Am I wrong in thinking he's just purely a CDM because he's got quite low shooting? Finishing's low, or is he a box to box? I'm trying to work out where you would play him if you get this card, especially with 3-star weak foot as well.
Anything except cam, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but is
I would
he
play him
more a
box to
CDM? Box to box.
Yeah, because he has 89 shot power and 84 long shot. So as long as you don't try to curve it, because the curve is low, just power shooting, I think he could make runs in towards the box and just fire it in top ins.
Mm-hmm.
because his first inform did that for me when I tried him. I'm pretty sure this one will be able to do as well.
Talking about
So
top pins, Kingpin says coming back to Vlahovic, right? Him and Winter Ibra is basically just crosses and ping into the goal.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
mean, is he this year's Camavinga from last year? Then is he the one in the card that's likely to hold its price for quite some time?
I hope not, because that Kamavinga card didn't play as well in game
Mhm.
as the stats showed.
Yeah.
So if he plays well, I think he should hold his price nicely. Might drop a little bit more, of course, because of lightning rounds and things. But
Mhm.
if he plays well, then I think he should keep his price and probably go up a little bit when he packs, because it's easy to link as well. Strong link to Mbappe, for example, and all the good French defenders, center. So there's no problem fitting him in teams. So it's a very good card to have, I guess.
Shall we talk about the best card in this though?
Best card,
Yeah.
Konate,
Sven
center back.
Botman.
Hmm?
Sven Botman.
No, we're not talking about him. It's a good card, but
12k, guys.
it's crazy. That's because of the pace,
Aye.
of course.
He's not that bad though. Put his shadow on man is 81 and 89. But he's got 98 standing tackle, 99 sliding tackle, 93 interception, 90 defensive awareness, 94 strength. He's a left-footed, by the way, which also, of course, and a medium-high work rate. What else can you need, right?
Better balance, better ball control, better dribbling.
Ball control. Which defender need ball control, mate? Just
He
need to
needs to
block this
control
guy
the
next to
ball
him.
and make the long through ball passes.
You put a shell on him, he'll look like a tortoise in game. He goes that slow.
Fair point. All right.
But there are some. I think the Bellingham card looks really interesting as well. I think that's more like kind of Kamavinga type of price at least.
Mhm.
I'm interested to see how he plays in game, because stats are quite crazy. 4-star skimmer, 4-star weak foot, high and average, plus body type 6'1". Uh, yeah, there's
Yeah.
97 stamina, 97 aggression, 85 strength, 90 defense, standing tackle,
Great card.
86.
We can't link it with
Yeah.
anyone, but it's a great card.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask. For 2 million coins on the PlayStation or 1.6 on the Xbox, you look at that card. I mean, unless you've maybe got Harry Kane on your side, and I'm no down in all the English players out there,
Shaloba.
but
Shaloba.
Shaloba, yeah, but I mean, are you going to spend 2 million to link him to your Shaloba card? You know what I mean?
Oh,
It
of
just
course.
seems.
And you have the storyline player as well, right? Feyenoord guy. So
Yeah, I mean, I did, but no, seriously, this is a great card, right? But I think he should be dropping a little bit more in price because he's hard to link. I think that's going to be it.
So.
you
I
got
mean, I
a
think,
soft link to Goretzka as well, which is great.
and
Yeah,
Haaland.
but Goretzka is one of those
Haaland
cards
as
as
well,
well, which is a
strong link.
terrific card, but nobody's actually using him, and I don't know why.
Who? Goretzka?
Yeah,
I'm using Goretzka.
yeah, okay, but you're smart. no,
Thank you.
no, but I mean, Goretzka with Lewandowski getting this card next to it. Goretzka and Bellingham being in center midfield is one of a heck of a duo, right? But even
Yeah.
the Goretzka card hardly played because of his league, which is still weird because if you look at that card, it's one of the best midfielders in game still.
But
Yeah.
I suppose the thing is, you'd have to. I'm looking at the thing. You probably play with Haaland, wouldn't you, and Lewandowski, and then
Not with Haaland
know-
though. I don't think he cuts in right on.
You
I
can-
think his nominee card, I think, looks a really good card, and I think all right, he's got the
3-star
3-star
weak foot, man. It's
Yeah,
not.
that's
but that left foot's a wand. You know what I
that's
mean?
true as well. But you can use that Collins center back winter wildcard. That's a really good center back card in game, and you can also use the Schultz left back. That's also quite good. So there's no problem to fit Bellingham with full cam if you want. So
That
it's not
that
that
Collins
horrible.
that Collins card's 57,000 and 45,000 on Xbox. It's a very cheap looking card and very quick
Yeah.
as well for
It's-
centre back.
My real question is Bellingham actually going to be like, is he actually that good? Because we get him for years now that he's going to be one of the greatest player living, I think. But isn't this the same with Sancho? Which I'm not trying to insult all of the United Kingdom though, but
Sancho can come on the podcast if you want to send
Uh,
something.
well, he's no playing, so he's got plenty of time. He's welcome to join us.
Yeah,
Osvaldo says Bellingham is endgame. Well, I do agree that it's a great card. Nobody's saying
yeah.
it's not a great card, right? But just is worth building your whole team around.
But if you've done lots of icon upgrades, which you probably have, John, it should be no problem.
I mean,
Sure, but I think Jorginho is better.
Yeah, I would say Jorginho is interesting as well,
Easier
but
to link.
yeah, but the work rates on Jorginho is not ideal. That's probably the biggest difference.
High isn't ideal either, right?
Well, I like high on the midfielders, but
I mean, the Sterling card's still out at the moment as well. It ends on Valentine's Day, the 14th of December, 365k. It's a 91 rated card. Harry Kane, I think, has probably got best part of 14 days left as well. So there's some decent English players out there. But, you know, if you go that way, you're going to be stuck with English players, aren't you? Especially if you buy that Bellingham card, the price is at the moment, he has to be in game for that price.
John Talking Foot says, yeah, my base squad, I can't wait to be partnered with Bellingham. And Andy says, Chris, is 14th of December actually Valentine?
It certainly is. I'm looking forward
14th
to all my...
February.
So February, sorry, 4th of December. It's a long SBC, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
I'm
all the
hoping
way
now
into
that-
FIFA 23.
I hope now that I'm on Twitch, I'll be getting certainly loads of Valentine's Day cards from our female listeners.
Now, although we did get a lot of gifted subs by our dear friend Kingpin, so got to shout out
Yeah,
him though.
Thank you very
bro.
much, mate.
Thank you, mate.
I need to mention the Smith Rowe card as well because he got a weak foot upgrade to 5-star weak foot, so he got 4-star gamers, 5-star weak foot. He also got high work rates, 6'0" average body type. Also looks very interesting. 91 composure, very fast, quite strong, good aggression, good stamina for a cam as well. Finisher Hawk probably would, yeah, make him quite nice. If you
Yeah.
put a Hawk on him, it's going to be 93 rated center forward or cam at least.
I'd probably go with finisher, but
Yeah,
wanna
I think
make sure that shots up is max, right?
Yeah, if you put finish on him, he's got 94 acceleration, 93 sprint speed, 96 positioning, 99 finishing, 99 shot power, 91 volleys, 87 long shots, 96 short passing, 89 long passing, 92 vision, 98 agility, 94 balance,
It's
87
reasonable
reactions.
for a 5-star
Yeah,
weak foot.
crazy. Yeah, he's like a fast and stronger Dalglish type of card.
Really good one,
Probably.
this.
Yeah.
No, I think, generally speaking, we can say that the future stars are some great players. I've seen some feedback also, for example, from a pro player, King Sunny, someone saying, well, the thing is, there are no really good strikers in here. I think I think the 5-star, 5-star, or the 4-star, 5-stars are indeed not here, right? But why wouldn't you use Smith Rowe as a striker?
That's also, you could probably do quite well with him as a striker as well.
He's only 200k less than Jorginho. So, and that Jorginho card is excellent. Took him for a quick test drive.
And
just to see
linkable
what
with
he's
him.
like.
So
Yeah, linkable as well. So, you know, in Bellingham, if you had a 3, I don't know if you could play him 3 in midfield. I think you'd be missing some sort of defensive structure there. But yeah, I think overall it's great card. And I have to say, a great card design as well. It's really funky. I really like it.
Yeah, we need to praise the designers of the card design on this card. It looks awesome.
do we?
Yeah. And if their designer wants to join the podcast,
Want to make sure we insulted everyone with a smile today.
well, that's not an insult saying that the card design is awesome.
No,
I
I
would-
think
I
it's
would say
all. I
that.
think you might. I mean, you can't argue, but Dave's right. I think I only don't like the very colorful shining cards too much. I like, for example, Team of the Year. I really liked. I usually like the Player of the Month cards, right? Neat designs. These are a little bit too rainbowy for me. I think something like, I don't know.
No, it's nice. It's fresh. Makes you feel young again, John.
Maybe that's why I don't like it.
You don't want to feel young, okay?
One thing, the dynamic image on Joao Pedro, brilliant. And I'm missing a goalkeeper. Aren't there any good upcoming goalkeepers in this?
There's
No.
many, but I don't know why they didn't include any.
I mean,
honest,
I
but,
agree. Gapko and Botman, Trincao, brilliant cards, upcoming players, really cool, right? No
yeah.
one's going to use these players. Put in one of the goalkeepers to make it a bit more diverse, because now we're only seeing the same goalkeepers again and again and again.
Is this team one or is there a second
Team,
Uh,
team? to come?
there's a second team coming
Uh,
as well next Friday.
So we
So
may see a goalkeeper then, I suppose.
A whole
mightn't
squad full of goalkeepers.
and on I think from what I've heard, there are days on Sunday as well where you get some players which will have one position, and then a little bit later you get the same players in a different position. So that's cool as well. If you remember, Reece James had a CDM and a
Yeah.
right back card
Yeah.
last year, so we're gonna get those as well in between the teams, I guess, which is cool. So I'm guessing Sunday we'll get the first set, and then we'll get the second set next Sunday probably, but the different position. So that's fun as well. Could be some interesting players there.
I
I mean,
wish
there's-
that they had like a promotion
Uh.
for the Olympics, where you got dynamic images of these guys ice skating and stuff. But hey,
Hey,
Sorry, Chris.
I was going to just ask. I mean, I'm just looking at the cards. There's what 3 cards I think are under 100. 4 cards, sorry, under 100k. The only one I've not really mentioned is Cody Gakpo. Apologies if I've murdered his name. 86 left midfielder from PSV. Looks a good fun card as well. I don't know.
4-star,
if you like
4-star, 16k.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean,
cheap. The medium work rate's not the best maybe, but still very good stats at least on the cards it seems.
6'2" as well, so another big, tall, left midfielder as well.
in reality,
had, like,
that's
he-
actually a really cool player.
hmm How is he playing just now, John? Is he
Yeah,
playing well?
well, yeah, also playing for the Dutch squad now, so I
Right.
think it's a really upcoming talent. But same goes for the from Botman, right? I think that's one of the defenders who could have joined one of the big Premier League clubs over the winter now, but didn't get a deal in. But you'll see him
Yeah.
next year in one of the big leagues for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna move soon. But we can also mention the Cunha card playing for Atletico Madrid. Looks like a good card as well. It's
Yep.
quite cheap.
6
So,
foot and
cool.
lean.
Do you also
Yeah.
know what else is cheap, Ingve?
Konate?
Sure, but also giving us a 5-star review on either Apple Podcast or Spotify. It just takes about 30 seconds. Did you know that? And if you're on
Ooh.
Spotify, it actually takes 1 second. You go to the show, you click the show, then above it says rate. You click it, press the 5 stars, and you've rated us. Why does this help us? It is free. It takes up like 5 until 30 seconds for all your time, and it makes us more found. So the more people say, hey, it's 5-star, and you should really listen to it, the more Spotify will actually recommend people our podcast, and it's free. So can't make it any cheaper for that, and it would be really helpful if you would do that. So go there and give us a 5-star review. Talk about 5-star. You guys were terrific tonight. So terrific that we don't even have time left. We actually went in overtime, and we could have made 2 shows tonight. But we're not going to do that. So I'm not going to ask you what you guys are going to do in FUT this weekend, but I am going to ask you guys where people can find you if they want to find that out. And let's start by asking that question to Ingve.
They can find me on Twitter at Gnoni, and they can find me on EA forums at LittleR95, and of course our great Discord at LittleR95.
Yes, and due to high demand, if you're listening to or looking at the visual show, you can actually see Ingve's Twitter handle in screen because people couldn't find you there. Chris, everyone knows how to find the FUT IN review teddy bear, but if they don't, where can they?
You'll get me on the FUT IN Review Teddy Bear on Twitter and under Grandpapa Mac on our fabulous Discord. And also just been told that it's been suggested, and I say it's only been suggested, if you leave a 5-star review on Spotify, you get awesome pack luck.
Yes,
Can't
ask
guarantee it.
Daniel.
Yeah, ask Daniel. If you leave a 5-star review, and also on Apple Podcasts as well.
Yes, but just Spotify and we're happy as well. 2 times will increase your luck. 1 will boost it tremendously. And if you become a Patreon member and exit, oh man, you don't want to believe what packs you're going to open. Follow the show at FUT IN Review on all podcast services and all social media services around the world. And of course, check out futcoaching.com for all things coaching. But for now, there's only one thing left we got to do, guys. I'm going to wish you all a very good weekend. Thank you for joining live. Thank you for listening to this afterwards. And thank you for hitting those subscribe buttons. Have a very good weekend, Lick. But it's definitely time for me to drop it.
Drop it.
Drop it.